Our next speaker is someone who is lurking in the shadows behind every hero. And behind every hero, there usually are people quietly working to encourage and support those on the front lines. These are often moms, dads, brothers and sisters, extended family, and even just good old-fashioned patriotic Americans who have a personal desire to give back in any way they can. These are usually among the most humble of human beings, never seeking glory or fame for the crucial backstage work that they do. On rare occasions, when a little light is shined on them and the important work that they do, they'll usually deflect the recognition and redirect it right back to the frontline fighters they support. Our next speaker and her husband are two very wonderful people. They have operated a nonprofit for the past 5 years that sends care packages to our troops currently serving around the world. Like our military heroes, they do this without seeking recognition for their work, but rather out of their personal desire to support the troops. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Valerie Ferguson of Support the Troops.
Now it's my turn to be humbled. Ronnie called me today and said, "What can I say about you?" I said, "Just tell him I'm a patriotic American, like all of you." So, thank you, Ronnie. Good evening. Welcome all of you veterans and all of you who are just here to support our veterans. Good evening. I am Valerie, and my husband back there is Blair Ferguson. And like Ronnie said, we have a 501c3 nonprofit called Support the Troops Incorporated. We did take this over from someone else, a wonderful American who also was not a veteran, Bill Arp, and some of you may remember him. And on his deathbed, Bill asked Blair and I to take over the nonprofit. And we were part of the Tea Party, and we did this because we wanted a positive image for this Tea Party. Well, the quiet one in the family, my husband, said yes right away, and the rest is history. We are here every month, and what we do is we ship care packages to those overseas because they don't have the stores, or they're not supplied, the PXs, or they're raided, or they just don't have the money. There's lots of reasons. So if you have a family member or a coworker or you know someone serving, come see us. We're over there. And we will put them on a list to receive a free care package. Everybody loves something free. And we do this for their entire length of deployment. So we also like to know an end date. And how do we do this for free? Because the American people are the most generous people in the world. And we have found that many of them live in the Lehigh Valley. Whenever we run out of something, it's like a miracle. The next day, it's either we get a phone call, or it's on our porch, or it just materializes. And what do we send in these care packages? Well, we start with magazines. No cooking magazines, no trash, but just general American magazines, both female and men. And then we send toiletries, hygiene, all different kinds, and we're always looking for toothbrushes if anybody wants to donate. Deodorant is another big one. And maybe you two soldiers can add to my list later. Come help me. Then there's snacks. All kinds of little snacks they can put in their vests and take on their way. And at the top of the package, we put a U.S. Constitution. And inside the Constitution, we put a little letter that says, this package is from the good people of the Lehigh Valley. And we mentioned church groups and the Lehigh Tea Party. And we put a little enclosure, because they have no idea who this is from. And we always tell them, if they write back to us, that we own that property so that we can share those letters with you. And I will do that. But we also send letters of support in that Constitution. So if you feel so led, we have stationery over there. And again, you don't have to do it tonight. You can take your own stationery and maybe at dinner one night or maybe Thanksgiving, just have your family write some letters to soldiers. We have our address, or if you want to drop them off next month, we are here every month. We put those letters of support, also coloring pages from children, inside our packages, and then we enclose one more little thing. It's a star, and I'm sorry I didn't bring one up, but some of you may have them. And my attention tonight was going to ask all our military to stand and then give you one and thank you, but because of time, we ask you to drop by. But we have a representative, a local representative, Beth, from the Lehigh Valley. This is a national organization. It's called Stars for Our Troops, and it's cut the little flag. Wait a minute, I do have one, sorry. Okay, it's a little star, and it's cut from our worn American flags. And it says, "I am part of an American flag that have flown proudly over our home in the USA, and I can no longer fly, for the wind and the rain has caused me to become tattered and torn. Please carry me as a reminder, you are not forgotten." So any of our military veterans, or if you have someone in your family, stop by and see Beth or my husband and I, and we would like to thank you for your service and give you one. So that's what's in our packages. And without further ado, for essence of time, I'd like to do what I usually do every month, is read one of those letters from a soldier. Hello, my name is Sergeant First Class Arthur Brantley, and I have received a few care packages from you. I just wanted to say thank you for your support and all the items that you send. They get put to good use. I am currently serving in southern Afghanistan, and I am a platoon sergeant, and my job title is infantry. My unit is from Fort Bliss, Texas. I am currently in charge of 29 soldiers who are some of the best I have ever worked with in 12 years. Everything you get gets dispersed to my soldiers, and they thank you greatly as well. It is great knowing you, knowing that the people back in the United States, like yourselves, has not forgotten about the soldiers over here making sacrifices daily. Please let the people know who put these packages together that it makes a difference in a soldier's day, knowing that people care enough to still send them things with the hard times people face in the U.S. daily. Thanks again, and God bless. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight. God bless you, God bless our military, God bless their families, and God bless America.
Valerie and Blair Ferguson, support the troops. I'm going to ask you to